Welcome to English Story Adventures. Today, we dive into the thrilling world of Sherlock Holmes. Get ready for mystery, intrigue, and unforgettable storytelling.
Chapter 3. In the Night.
Holmes sat back in his chair.
"Well, Mr. Holder, what happened next?"
He asked. Holder continued with his story.
Before I got into bed last night, I looked into all the different rooms in the house. I went first to the office, next to my room. I looked into the desk. The emerald crown was there, and it was safe. I then locked the desk again carefully. After that, I went downstairs. I was surprised when I found Mary next to an open window in the hall. She quickly closed the window when she saw me.
"Uncle,"
she said.
5 minutes ago, Lucy came in through the kitchen door. She was out in the lane. Did you know that?"
No, I did not, I said angrily.
"She was with one of her admirers again, I think."
Said Mary.
"It isn't safe. We don't want strange men near the house at night."
No, we don't. I must talk to her in the morning about this. And Mary, I said, did you lock all the doors?
"Yes, I did."
She said. Are you sure?
"Yes, I'm sure."
Then I went upstairs to bed. I'm not usually a good sleeper, and sometimes I get up in the night. Well, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I suddenly opened my eyes when I heard a strange noise. It wasn't a loud noise. Is someone closing a window or a door, perhaps? I thought. I sat up in bed and listened. Everything was quiet for a minute or two. But then I heard somebody in my office. I felt afraid and got out of bed. I went to the office and slowly opened the door. In the half-light, I could see Arthur in only his shirt and trousers. He had no shoes on. The emerald crown was in his hands, and he pulled at it wildly. He wanted to break it, I think. "Arthur," I cried, "what are you doing with the crown? You thief! You thief!" When he heard me, the colour left his face, and the crown fell from his hands. I ran over and looked at it. One of the corners of the crown, with 3 emeralds on it, was missing. "Arthur," I said, "where are the missing emeralds?"
The emeralds?
He asked quietly. "Yes," I said, "the emeralds."
But surely they are all here.
He answered. "Look, there are 3 emeralds missing. Do I need to call you a liar and a thief?" I cried.
Liar! Thief!
Said Arthur angrily.
I'm not going to listen to your names.
"But I saw you with the crown in your hands," I said. "You wanted to break it."
You're wrong. You don't understand.
said Arthur.
I...
He then stopped suddenly and said,
I'm not going to say one more word about any of this. I'm going to leave the house in the morning and never come back.
"You're going to leave this house in the hands of the police?" I cried.
Call the police then,
said Arthur.
It doesn't matter to me.
By this time, everybody in the house was out of bed. Mary ran into the room. When she saw the crown and Arthur's face, she understood everything. With a cry, she fell suddenly into a chair. I called for one of the maids and told her, "Get the police." When 2 police officers arrived at the door, Arthur looked white and ill. He stood with his head down.
Are you really going to give me to the police, Father?
He asked. "Yes," I answered. "You know the crown is the royal family's. The police need to investigate this crime carefully. We must find the missing emeralds, or there's going to be a scandal in this country." Arthur listened, and then looked up at me.
Can I ask for one thing, Father? Can I leave the house for 5 minutes?
"Leave the house for 5 minutes," I said. "Leave you free to run away or put the missing emeralds somewhere safe? No, no, of course you can't." I then started to talk quietly. "Please, Arthur, I'm a famous banker. I have a lot to lose here. Give me back the emeralds now, and we can forget everything."
And forget your names for me, liar and thief? Never!
cried Arthur, and his face was red and angry. There was nothing more to say. I called the police officers into the room and gave Arthur to them. "Look over the house, upstairs and downstairs," I said. "Go into every room. Only stop looking when you find the missing emeralds." The police were in the house for hours, but they found nothing. And Arthur, he didn't open his mouth again. He didn't say a word. He sat there with his head in his hands. Early this morning, the police took Arthur away. I went with him, and then talked to the head officer at the police station. He couldn't understand the case. He gave me your name and address, and so I came quickly here to Baker Street. I badly need your help, Mr. Holmes. Last night, I lost everything. The emeralds, my son, and my good name. You must help me to get them back.